Hey, good morning, angels. How are you doing today? Today we're going to be reading out of the Jesus Calling book. Today is June, excuse me, I can't hold it steady this morning. It is June 26th. Actually, let me get my reading glasses on so I can read a little bit better of what I'm actually doing. So, bear with me for just a moment while I get those on. Switch glasses. I can't see anything else with these on, but I can read. All right. We've already gotten to that age of 45. All right, my dears. Let's go ahead and read. It's June 26th. Again, out of Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. And it says, "Stay calmly conscious of me today, no matter what. Remember that I go before you as well as with you into the day. Nothing takes me by surprise. I will not allow circumstances to overwhelm you so long as you look at me. I will help you cope with whatever the moment presents. Collaborating with me brings blessings that far outweigh all your troubles. Awareness of my presence contains joy that can endure all eventualities." I love that. He knows what's going on. He knows what's going to happen. And he's already taken care of it for you. Our only job is to keep looking at him. And it's so simple. It is so very simple. But it's not easy, is it? We get caught up in our day-to-day lives. We get caught up in what's going on around us. And just like Peter, when he stepped out of that boat and walked in the water towards Jesus, he got caught up in a circumstance, caught up in the storm, and he started to go under. But Jesus was right there to grab him, pull him up, and go, you know what, it's okay. You goofed up, so ye of little faith. He was very good at saying that. All right, our verses for this morning are Psalm 23, 1 through 4. One of my favorites. It was the first chapter I ever memorized as a kid. Psalm 28, 7, and 2 Corinthians 4, 16 and 17. Excuse my voice. It's apparently going wonky on me this morning. All right. Let's go to Psalm 23, 1 through 4. "The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." Isn't that beautiful? I love it. All right, and then Psalm 28. And I forget where that was. I don't remember. Psalm 28, 7. And that reads, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and he helps me. My heart leaps for joy, and with my song I praise him." And 2 Corinthians, keep going. And it's 4, 16 and 17, I believe. Yes. All right. And that reads, "Therefore we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us the eternal glory that far outweighs them all." Isn't that great? So it doesn't matter what you're going through. It really doesn't. All the hardships that we go through are teaching us lessons. And we can learn from them. We can choose one of two things. We can let them destroy us. We really can. We have that choice. If we want to let it destroy us and bring us down, then yes, that's exactly what will happen. However, we also have the choice to say, "God, I'm trusting you in this situation. I'm giving it all to you because you are the only one who knows what's going on. You're the only one who knows how to get me through this." And if we choose that route of giving it to God, of letting him lead you through everything that's going on, you will walk through it with more grace and more dignity. And I know this from personal experience. I went through a situation years ago. Basic rundown is that I was, I don't know how to put this, is that there was a person that was in my life, a not nice person at all. He was doing everything he could to destroy me. And I do mean everything. He used my kids against me. He used everything he could. He had me in and out of the court system, just trying to destroy me at every chance he possibly could. At that time, this was for years. This went on for about 12 years total. This man had me followed. This man hunted me down no matter where I went or what I was doing. He was a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if you ask. No, it wasn't my children's father or anything, but it was a family member that was just hell-bent on destroying me. For what reason, I don't know. But for 12 years, I went through this. And I'll tell you what, I was not looking to God on this. I kept hearing, be still and know that I am God. That is the one thing that kept being said over and over and over again through those 12 years, but I had no understanding of what that meant. I had no one to explain this to me. I'm like, okay, great. Well, what am I supposed to do if I sit still and do nothing? I was in that mindset. If I don't do something, then everything's going to fall apart, which is kind of ridiculous because everything was falling apart anyway. And believe me, it took me down to the darkest places of darkest places. And it nearly destroyed me. And then at one point, I don't remember exactly when, but at some point during that 12 years is closer to the end of the 12 years, I was reading the Bible, and actually I'm going to read it to you, so because for some reason I kind of goof up the words. And I read something. It wasn't be still, know that I'm God. That is not what got to me. That is not what helped me to go, wow. And it's something I'd read before. It's nothing new. I have read this. I've heard this. We've all heard this. We have all read this. We've all heard pastors preach it or somebody teach it. But this is what I read. And it finally clicked. And it's Ephesians 6:12. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. One day I read that, and it made 100% perfect sense to me. The times that I've read this through the years, but that one day I read it and I went, I'm done. I'm not fighting him anymore. I am not going to let him destroy me anymore. I am not, and it started my healing process. And it started me moving, and it's helped me in so many ways in my life. This has become my verse. This is my verse. Our fight is not against flesh and blood. Every time somebody upsets me, let's go with driving, they cut you off. People cut you off, or people nearly run into you, or people take your parking spot, or, all those things that happen while you're driving. And this works for any area and every area of your life. But every time I read this, I will walk around and say Ephesians 6:12, Ephesians 6:12, Ephesians 6:12. But it helps because it reminds me that my fight isn't against anyone else. My fight isn't against the people that are mean to me. My fight isn't against the people that are doing me wrong. My fight isn't against anyone in this world. But it is against the spiritual forces that are influencing that person. So if we change our mindsets and we understand that people are not our problem, they're really not. And believe me, I love people. I want to help people in every aspect that I possibly can. I've got so many thoughts and ideas on it, but our fight, but yet people drive me nuts, and it gets a little too peoply sometimes. I mean, if you know, you know. Sometimes it just gets a little too peoply out there, and I'm like, I'm done. My social battery's done. But I love people, and I want to help people as much as I can. But when I see things like this, and people hurting other people, and people coming at me, or people coming at a family members, friends, whatever. But our fight isn't with the people. Our fight is with the demonic forces that are influencing those people. This is how we learn how to fight. This is how we learn how to do what we need to do to take care of what we need to take care of. If we stop fighting each other, whether it's other Christians and other believers or not, if we'd stop fighting them and start going, let me pray for you, whether they know it or not. And a lot of times it's better if they don't know it. And you go, okay, I'm going to pray for this person. This person is having a hard time in their life. This person is, whatever the situation is. But we start praying for those people instead of attacking them. Life is going to get better for us. Life is going to get better for other people. And you're going to start seeing positive changes in the world. Start with the people that are around you, whether you know them or not. Everyone has problems. We are all suffering in one form or another. We all have our things that we're going through. But we forget that sometimes. I think sometimes we all forget that, and we start thinking, oh, well, this person did me wrong, so I'm going to go back and go do something to them or do something to somebody else. And that's not what we're supposed to do. We're to love God first and love people second. We have to remember that. So today, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about what we read today. And I know I kind of went off topic a bit, but I do that. Sorry, my brain just wanders off, goes into other things. But I want you to really think about, how can you help somebody else today? What can you do for somebody else? What joy can you bring to someone else's life? Who can you pray for? Who do you know in your life that is just either annoying or a bully or mean or whatever it is? Pick one person if you have to. Pick one person in your life. Whether it's a person in your life now or a person who was in your life that you need to learn to forgive. We're going to go over forgiveness, but not this morning. Just pick somebody in your life. Start praying for them. Start praying that God shows them who He is. Start praying that God opens their eyes to who He is. Let God deal with them. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier, a lot less stressful. All right, guys, I've talked too much this morning. All right, so I love you so very much. God loves you more than anything in this world. That's why He created you. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye-bye.